So this book so far, I've not finished it yet. I'm in the process of it, but it's called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And it really speaks to our human desire of achieving and holding on to power and the lengths at which we will go to do this. And it outlines 48 perspectives or laws that people subscribe to or implement. Everything from lying and keeping other people down to all sorts of, horrible things, manipulation and so forth. But it uses history as a mirror to define and outline these techniques of power activities. So as an example, they talk about, or Robert talks about, the time in court back in the 15th and 16th centuries and even 18th centuries where there was a war within the court for the king. Within the king's court, it was a subtle war that people would one-up themselves and position and manipulate situations and activities and money in order to gain the king's approval or the king's friendship or whatever that is that they're after. And this was a cutthroat, sometimes literally a cutthroat set of activities that were very subversive. And so the book goes into using these points in time to specifically highlight and back up each one of these observational laws of power. And I've got to say, so far I found this extremely interesting, demoralizing, unethical, and a lot of gray area. There's an awful lot of the world that we live in from a business perspective and from a personal perspective that these things are taking place every day. And personally, I have chosen to ignore them. And personally, I have chosen to run away and hide and not be a part of that activity. And now I'm choosing to no longer be a minnow in the sea, but what does it take not to get eaten by the sharks? And this is a good book so far along the lines. This is also from the author of The Art of Seduction, which will be part 2 that I will read.
It sounds interesting. It sounds a lot like Machiavelli, The Prince, where he talks about, I don't know if you've read that one yet or not.
Machiavelli is quoted in here. So yes, there is a lot of that. And I can't pronounce it. I think it's Medicis or Medicis.
Medicis, yeah.
Yeah, so the Medicis are also quoted in here and used as examples. But as a couple of points, like some of the laws here are never outshine the master, or never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use your enemies, conceal your intentions, always say less than necessary. And I fail at every one of these laws.
Wow.
But nonetheless, here's another one. Use absence to increase respect and honor.
Really?
Yeah. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Enter actions with boldness. Concentrate your forces. Play the perfect courtier. So they go into great detail in each and every one of these, and it's a very interesting read.